American air and sea units. To this hour, no trace of the body of Todd Stiles has been discovered. Meanwhile, a dragnet for the taxi driver killer has been clamped on all roads and highways in the Tampa-Sarasota area in what is said to be Florida's most intensive manhunt in many years.
I was trapped one winter in a mountain pass. Only one company of men left. Short of food, cartridge belts almost empty. Below, in the valley, I was besieged by General Alcalde and his troops. Above in the heights, I was cut off by General Montado and his men. General Lopez, may his soul rest in peace, has sent them after me while he was occupied in the capital. It occurred to me that if Alcalde and Montado and I were to combine our troops, we could outnumber Lopez and march into the capital together. All take nice warm baths, get a shave, have a good meal, start living the good life. So, we did. The moral's obvious. Show Monty Musgrave a happy family, a united family. Then when he gives the money to any one of us, we divide it equally. Isn't a solid 1 million better than a shaky 4?
Mikhail, after you marched into the capital, what happened to the generals Alcalde, etc.?
That was a long time ago, Otis. Who remembers the tales?
What kind of people are you?
Oh, my poor.
You stay away from me!
Your niece here says that one of you or all of you killed her husband, Todd Stiles.
Oh, we understand, ma chère.
He's the one
Who killed Stiles?
who sent me to South America.
I never saw him before in my life.
Oh, Mikhail, yes, you did. Don't you remember that one time?
Oh, that's right. I saw him releasing the stern line of a boat that Brother Leon bought. Or was it the bow line?
No, yes, the stern line it was. It's a splendid craft for safari. Accommodates 18, you know.
They wanted Link out of town.
So Todd would be an easier target.
But the radio says a cab driver killer.
And young man, why are you so anxious to establish a South American alibi for yourself? Officer, I suggest that in this world, friends one day, enemies the next, huh?
Well, I can't prove it yet, but he's the man who hired me. He's the general.
Mon capitaine, we are a family besieged by tragedy. I don't wish to sound uncooperative. But what have all these wild accusations about Michael and South America got to do with the business of finding the killer of Margot's beautiful young man? I should think every available officer would be out trying to find the fiend who did this terrible thing.
Just before the ceremony, you deliberately made me suspicious so I'd run out the back. You had that cab already planted, waiting.
I forgive you, ma chère.
Hold it, young lady, from the beginning.
Last week, my father died. We all got telegrams. I came from Houston, Samantha from Paris, Michael from South America.
See, South America.
Leon from Africa and Otis from Moscow. I was his only child. And these 4 monsters are his brothers and sister. Todd Stiles was the boy my father wanted me to marry. They all think I married him because my father's will said none of us would get anything if I didn't. But I didn't marry him because of my father's money. I married him because I loved him. You see, there's this provision in the will that says Monty, he was my father's best friend, has to give one of the 6 of us $4 million. Only now that they've killed Todd, that leaves only 5 of us. So you see, it had to be them, and that's why they did it.
Miss Tiffin, and you too, young fella. Unless you have some proof, you better be pretty careful what you accuse people of.
$4 million! Isn't that proof?
Why do they always persecute the rich?
Why not?
Motive, maybe, Miss Tiffin, but not proof. Sorry I had to trouble you.
You and me, General. Count on it. Come on, Martin.
Well, what about it? Together, or is it every man for himself?
See you. Can't you even say hello?
You're supposed to be in South America.
Well, I'm sure glad as you're not where you're supposed to be. Your voice sounds funny. Can I get you a drink?
That Jezebel. You should have heard her. I'll explain everything later, darling. Where nobody knows where we are. In a private world of our own. That's what saved me. All the way down with that water coming up to meet me. I was thinking of that farewell speech.
Should I call a doctor? You could be all busted up inside.
Only my heart. The rest of me's all in one angry piece.
How about a hot bath? General Martin Jose Salvador. That's what he called himself. Well, when I got there, I was arrested and almost got shot because I knew him. Well, luckily, I just happened to mention that he was still alive and in Tampa. Well, they opened the grave, no coffin. So they decorated me and shipped me home. Well, if he ever steps foot in that country again, Uncle Michael has had it.
Where is she?
I was with her all day, Todd. Nobody can pretend the tears she's crying.
No, you believe that phony general.
Well, she went with me to the police and accused them all of killing you.
Hey, what's to prevent them from killing her?
Pigeon horseshoes are important. Alex did pick himself a son. Welcome back to this old world, boy.
I'm still at the bottom of Tampa Bay.
I guess so until the 14 days are up and I decide who to give that money to. Come in and have some coffee with me.
You ever hear the Count of Monte Cristo?
It's a big order, boy. You're messing around with experts.
Will you help us?
You trust me?
Sure.
That ain't very flattering.
Well, you warned me before the wedding. That was straight talk, Monty.
Help you? You know that wouldn't be ethical, me being the executor and everything. Tell you one thing, son. I ain't gonna never hurt you. Nobody gonna hear from me that you're back. So, come on in and have a little coffee.
Can't you at least tell us where Margot is?
She's flying out to Houston just about now.
Thanks, Monty.
off the plane. Why should I run away from my own legacy? Why knock myself out in cotton futures when I have a chance at a $4 million present?
Bon.
And a leg up with Mr. Musgrove, the poor, grieving widow and all that.
Bien fait, spoken like a true Tiffin. Tea?
Lovely.
After that, you must excuse me because I must get dressed. Monty's coming for me any second now. Poor dear's fallen madly in love with me.
Soldier's custom. Always start the day with sea rations.
Otis?
Where are you going?
I believe it's almost 9 o'clock.
Yes?
Migrating mallards are due to pass over at 9:07. A great grey dance of birds, astonishing the sky in such profusion it feeds the soul to watch them. My sea rations. Well, here it is, Monty. Certified by the First National Bank of Nairobi.
Here's the option agreement. That's uncertified.
Yes, but I trust you.
The second person's told me that in the last 24 hours. Must be getting old.
Oh, Monty, 10,000 acres of swamp. I've seen them. I like them. I think land will be discovered on them.
Leon, if you were buttering me up by letting me unload that swampland on you, you better grab yourself another thinking, don't think?
Monty. My last will and testament. If by chance that $4 million comes to me, every cent will go to the underprivileged creatures of the veldt. So much for the artiodactyls, so much for the giraffe, so much for the ostrich. All the poor hunted things who need sanctuary. Every cent. Now, take the giraffe. No vocal cords. All he can do is sigh. But he is so tall that even this faint, unhappy murmur is swept away by the wind. Now, I intend to equip each giraffe with a stereo, so his sigh comes out like a roar.
How about that?
And gives him self-confidence and natural protection from the predators. Now, the ostrich, flighters, they bare their heads to avoid being seen against the skyline. But do they like it? That money will provide hundreds of painted backdrops with raised horizons, so the ostrich can finally stand erect. Monty, it's all in here, if by chance the $4 million comes to me.
Leon, you've warmed the cockles of my heart. I've always been simpatico to all them wild critters, varmints excluded. I just love them little prairie dogs and them sand gophers.
Bonjour, Monty, mon petit chou.
Gosh,
nice one having you sure look cute.
Something impersonal's here, Uncle Leon. It's really your department.
Two German nature lovers recently arrived from States seek American naturalists familiar with local flora and fauna. Money, no objects. Well, that's a happy coincidence.
Saves a heap of tipping, too.
Monty, you are like all rich men. Always pretending to be so frugal.
Well, you said you wanted to go to the best saloon in town tonight and talk things over, and here she sat. Best saloon in town. Icebox full of chaser. Trailer full of corn liquor.
It's absolutely charming.
Huh? Samantha? I want you to love man to man. You know, like something like the truth, huh? Okay?
Vérité sans peur. Truth without fear. What do you want to know, Monty? Man to man.
Well, there's one thing I'm certain of. I'm about the ugliest old coot around here.
Oh.
You being a good-looking filly. Come on, let's face it. If I wasn't pulling the ripcord on Alex's purse strings, would you take a second look at me?
Those whom we love the best, we say the least to. That even a woman with deep feelings must humble herself sometime. Monty, do you think my life has been an happy one? Virtually exiled from my own country. Flitting about from Paris to Rome to London to Zurich. Haunting Tulpstraat in Amsterdam with that miserable little diamond exchange. Do you think I enjoy forcing those French sauces down my throat? When all I really longed for was a steak cooked clean through and washed down with campfire coffee. Monty, I'm a Florida girl, born and bred in the swamp. And all I really dream of is to be able to afford to stay here and be with a man who understands.
Horseshoes. Come on, you like the game. I'll teach you. Right over.
It's a splendid example of compound umbelland. It grows nowhere else in the world.
Danke! It says thank you.
What you just picked up is a verticillasta. Don't ask me to say that in crowd. See how it grows up the floral axis in those little V's? Well, you know, chaps, a V for verticillasta, V for victory. Oh, no offense.
Much land, property, much opportunity.
He has an eye for a good thing.
Dat is er niks, de eerste. Denk aan het doen.
What did he say?
He says you are not the first who that thinks. Het is schande.
It is pity. Oh, he doesn't own it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he could if he really wanted to.
True?
Well, I might be able to help out a bit.
Wir müssen unsere ganze Fiedelkeit aufweiten. En spreek de Duitsers plat! Ik wünsche de Erhorte auf zu sprechen. Es ist in der Lage, de Ungebliebenen Dinge zu tun. Ist eine Wendung der Umgangssprache. Nicht auf mich, uns die anderen. Dass je stijver stecken würde?
Would he be getting it on the ground floor?
But please, you dare to tie up.
Oh, yes, no sooner said than done. Acres?
Land, Flacker? How much land? How much Wasser?
Oh, even, Stephen. 50-50. Half a dozen one, six of the other.
Gleich. Kostspielig?
Of course, though. That's the least of it.
Porsche. Pioneer.
Pioneer? Yes, well, you can say that again.
Come on, see. En dan mis je met een vlugelhorn en dan hoor je het grauwsmaar. Ja, voor zo'n was van de goede stringpijken goed. Schrecklich! Schrecklich.
What's he saying?
He says it's good to be pioneer, not deep sea diver. This land is terrible. Schrecklich, terrible. Where does one stand?
Oh, well, it may look a little mucky, but it really, it's quite solid. Oh, that's what I get for being overly honest. Did I say 50 water and 50 land? Well, it's at least 60-40. That's 60 land.
Are you sure, quite sure, that you have for the land the legal right to speak?
My boy.
Also, we are verses about the alligators.
Alligator?
Yeah, the teeth. Eats people.
Nonsense. There's an alligator in 50 miles. Wouldn't I be the first to know? Must be at least 70-30. It's nothing but silt from the river. It's much more solid over there. Now watch, you'll see what I mean. It's a little muddy here. Of course, much firmer over here. It might require a little dredging, I'm not sure, but I think you could build a very fine house right here. Yes, and from here, right all over to here, there's very definitely a possibility to put it. It's where you put the pool. I should have said over there, it's much firmer there, you see. Oh, yes, it's 80-20. Oh, much firmer here. Oh, yeah, well, yes, much firmer here, much firmer here. Oh, nicer, yes, firm here, yes. All you have to do is drain some of the... 20%.
I had it freshened and altered to make it more suitable to a young widow. Monty should appreciate that touch, don't you imagine?
Hey. An actress, they say, is someone who sculpts in snow.
Samantha,
Hey.
you and I belong to the same union.
Oh?
We're girls. And now that Leon's gone, that makes two of them against two of us.
Hey.
If we work together, that means $2 million apiece. And together, what chance has Monty got?
None at all. Monty and I are getting married tomorrow. Oh, nothing elaborate like your lovely wedding. No nice, simple, no formality. Well, as a member of the same union, I wanted you to be the first to know.
First Alex, then Todd, now Leon. It is really too terrible to contemplate, yet one must. For myself, Monty, I ask nothing. I speak for generations of Americans yet unborn. I speak as the only true American patriot who can move freely within the Sino-Soviet orbit. In my little dealings with Soviet officials, trying to bring them the modest comforts of Western civilization without embarrassing their non-materialism, I have had occasion to make certain contacts within their intelligence networks. Monty, I have close friends within the GRU. To say nothing of the KGB. Can you conceive, Monty, what I could accomplish for the cause of peace with $4 million American dollars? Had you and I met 100 years ago, and had I at that moment been working within Mexico, the gallant patriots who perished at the Alamo need never have made their glorious contribution to history. Monty, remember Valley Forge. Remember the Alamo. Remember the Maine. Remember Pearl Harbor. Otis, I'm a shook man. Shook right down to the tip of my justice. I'm so doggone happy, I don't know what to do. I haven't told anybody, but I'm going to tell you. Samantha, the quintessence of feminine loveliness. We're going to get married tomorrow. What was that you were saying to me?
Just think about what happened.
I know.
Oh, I don't mean about Uncle Leon. It's Monty I'm worried about. Samantha's got her claws into him. They're getting married tomorrow.
Honey, remember what your father said. If I'm not man enough to survive in this family, I'm the wrong man for the job. If that's true of your husband, it's true of Monty. Capitán. Paso volante.
Rahul.
Cerbatana.
Cerbatana. You remember me? Rios. Felipe Rios. Corporal Rios. We fought with you at Sanchez Pass, my brother and I. My brother, he gave his life for you.
¡Oh, mi general!
The beard was mi general. They say the peons should not kneel. He said to them,
I speak English. Take care what you say. Tis all still to be judged. Nothing is settled. So, this is the one?
"Sí, Capitán."
Little to see.
Oh, of all the generales, he is the one with the most pundador. A true leader of the people. Viva el General Martínez de Salvador!
Cállate! You! Take care, Capitan. You address one of my peons. I have had men executed for less.
It's no time for distress. At great risk, mi general, I have come. As I said on the phone, the hour to march. The peons are waiting. The workers are waiting. We only need you at the front. And the weapons, which the Capitan is assured he can get for us if he is certain you're the one to lead us.
This is not a war of guns, but of minds. What do you, a Yankee? No, here, in the heart.
You are a young man, Capitan. Young to power. What do you know of the armies I have led to victory? Of the men who have died in my arms? And the women who have lived there? Only they know.
and tell your young lions you came here not certain of me, and you return not certain of me. And your guns you can keep.
Comrade! You must leave for Havana at once. For security purposes, you'll have to make your own travel arrangements. But once there, we'll be taken directly to the top. You understand?
Holy Capitan, listen, I could not say the words. I say them now. Vaya con Dios, mi general.
Gracias, compadre. Just remember, Monty, I haven't tried to bargain with you. I could have offered you a district to govern or a seat on the cabinet, but I'm going all the way with you, Monty. My brother's money to me, the presidency to you. Short and simple. I'm offering you life, Monty, to the full, raw and wonderful, the only way it should be lived. Youth is yours for the asking.
Mike, your stories really touched me. I wish you'd have tied into me about a week ago when I was feeling like an old codger. But right now, I feel like I'm on that 45-yard strike. And I'm so in love. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, it's just...
Flight 21 now departing for Miami. Last call, please. Flight 21, gate 4.
Monty, I got to go now. Just keep an open mind. That's all that I ask. I'll be back in a day or two. And I'll bring you some real cigars.
Adios.
C-H-A. The C-H is pronounced as in the German ach. Charosha, as in George Bernard Shaw. Charosha. That's not really the problem.
I know.
How can we think on Otis no matter how much he deserves it? It's too much already.
Yeah, the pound of flesh just gets heavier and heavier.
I'll call Margot.
Yeah, who is it?
Otis Stephen.
What's the difference?
So, you are alive.
Sorry, Uncle.
Do you happen to have a drink around? Anything but vodka? I've been ordered to read a statement to your friend here, inasmuch as it was believed that you were dead. But now the... Thank you. I shall translate as I go along. Comrade Stephen, it has come to my attention that in a recent exchange of rubles for certain merchandise, which shall be referred to hereafter as Christmas pink, only rubles changed hands. No Christmas pink was forthcoming. Your failure to perform unofficially for the official class is not regarded as a crime against the state, but rather as a crime against the official class. A discussion has therefore taken place. Not a trial, a discussion. And a decision has been reached Not a verdict, a decision. This decision is that you, Comrade Tiffen, are to be conducted safely home to your adopted motherland by the first available Soviet transportation. Together with an appropriate cargo of Christmas pink. Once you fulfill this final contract, your visas and exit permits are to be taken away, and you will be free to contribute your services to the working class. Now, regarding the American sports car, which you sold to an officer on Captain Obolensky's merchant ship, the stupidity of this transaction has led us to serious doubts about your sanity. Shipping such a machine into the motherland could create more dissension than any Chinese propagandist. I ask you, comrade, how would it look if Nikita were to be seen driving it? The Albanians would insist he was a tool of Wall Street. And if you think he would let anybody else have the car, you have been away too long. So we have made a practical decision. We have decided to be honest. The car is to be returned to the surviving friend of the legal owner. And the document is signed by my old customer, Comrade Sergei, who turns out to be a very high-ranking commissar, which only proves you can't trust anybody. All the time I thought he was just another enterprising capitalist like me. Yes, I have been ordered to obtain a counter-signature on this document as proof that it has been read to the proper party. In the circumstances, I believe the proper party is you. Thank you very much. Whatever comes, I am ready.
Link's taking your things out to the car.
Howdy, son. Might as well set them bags down. Folks, I got something to say. We might as well get right down to business so Samantha and I can have a few more drinks of that sour mash liquor. Now, honey, won't you sit right there? You two young people sit right over there. I know that 14 days ain't up. There ain't no reason why I can't make up my mind right now. I gotta give away $4 million. Now, I've heard everybody's story, and I finally made up my mind. Now, I can't give it to Leon, I can't give it to Otis, I can't give it to Michael. They wouldn't be here to rake it in for us to give it to them. And I could give it to you two pretty people. Shucks, I don't think you need it. Because Margot would be in the grain pit selling futures, buying contracts, when she ought to be home raising babies for you.
We didn't want it anyway, Monty.
That's what I figured. Well, Samantha, I reckon that leaves you. Mon chéri, sexy belle jetador. I can't give you that money, woman. Wouldn't look right you being my bride. I'm giving it to Interpol. It's sure been nice knowing you folks down here in Florida. You ever get around and love it, look herself, will you? My ma and pa are gonna be busted at the seams when I bring this good-looking woman home.
I'll put the bags in the car. Can you get everything on?
Plenty of room.
How come?
Oh, I shipped my stuff ahead to Texas. I'm going back home for a while.
Well, we're going that way, straight to Houston.
Oh, that's a two-seater you got there, old buddy. See ya.
A Screen Gems presentation. Herbert B. Leonard, executive producer.